Can we get a delivery to Colby? Is the next question. Dodge City, Dodge City, Dodge City, Dodge City, Dodge City, Gaimon. There we go, Colby, wheel loader. I don't like those sorts of trailers, but hey, that happens sometimes, you know. It pays well, $56 per mile is pretty good. Entered Kansas. Left Kansas. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto. Yeah. Help.
You've got the contract. Now go.
Well, it's not too far to get there, at least. We can also... Oh, I've got to turn around, don't I? Can I turn around by going this way? I think I can. Thanks. Can also drive down and see what the truck dealership down there is. And buy the garage. Don't really need to, because that'll just be an easy warp point anyway. I can just buy the garage remotely, but hey, we're here. We may as well. I do prefer to buy them in person generally. I know we're not a big spree in the Balkans, just buying all the garages in case I wanted them. But when I'm here anyway, Peterbilt truck dealer, don't really care about that. I want a new Volvo. I haven't even come across a Volvo dealership, so if I did come across a Volvo dealership, then I would probably just swap trucks because I could, because I'd be there. I just haven't even come across one. It's been ages. Gone through an international, now there's a Peterbilt. Where are my Volvos at? Waited 7 years to make that joke, yup. Yeah, I've already done a Wichita lineman joke as well, so yeah, gotta tick those boxes when they come up.
Turn right.
And you're getting out of Dodge, from Dodge City. Not sure what to say about the garden. I don't know, watering it or something? Don't know.
Go straight. Turn right.
Time to pick up whatever we're picking up from here. Normally we make deliveries to these places, so I guess it's a bit of kit they no longer require. Fair enough. I've finished doing the foundation work. They no longer need the digger. We're taking it back to Colby. Moving it on to the next place.
Drive safe.
Also applies to Oklahoma. Watch out for tornadoes. Yeah, totally. Oklahoma just has all the okay jokes. Alright, 119 miles, 2 hours 23 minutes. Should be less than 10 minutes basically to drive up the road.
Turn right.
Pretty short delivery, really. Hopefully there'll be some photos or viewpoints along the way. But it's a pretty straight road. This is kind of the boring part of the state, I feel. I think that the areas that we've been through have been the more exciting areas already. It's going to be a while for us to crawl up to 65 with this load, though. It's a heavy one. Got a wheel loader Volvo, weighs 77,000 pounds. That's a lot. I mean, I know I said where my Volvo at, but I was meaning for a truck replacement, not the delivery that I was making, but that's alright. a lot of brand awareness in this for Volvo. For Oklahoma, they made the art of thunderstorm. Known for having both the El Reno and more tornadoes. I've never heard of those before, but okay. I'll take your word for it. I don't really know my tornadoes, so. But don't tornadoes happen more often in thunderstorms? Not sure. Maybe not. I thought there was a correlation in terms of like air pressure influences. Some crop circles. So we get these large irrigation areas where they're just like circular fields. with these big irrigation bits around. It's kind of wasted area in between is the problem. I guess you can put the road through it, that's fair enough, but yeah, it's a bit wasted. Ideally you want to have like a big rectangle and have a long, straight irrigation on wheels that just runs the whole length of it rather than turns in a circle. But either one works. I guess the hardest part with that is then keeping it straight, unless it's running along a particular track or something, which you kind of may as well do, really, I guess. But otherwise the circular ones do make a bit more sense. We get a bit more of a view of it back here now. There's the circular irrigation going around. Ooh, rock formations. It's like Stonehenge. Except bigger. And natural. Probably saw a picture of the El Reno tornado before. Entirely possible. I have been fascinated by that sort of thing, especially when I was a kid. Big storms, anything big and impressive. But certainly not by name, put it that way. And yeah. All I know is I'd rather not be anywhere near them. We get very small tornadoes sometimes when there's particularly bad storms around Auckland. There's been some, especially up north of Auckland, around Albany. There was a tornado, went through the shopping area there at one point. Just depends on what the weird pressure differences are doing.
Go straight.
Both of them are very close to going straight through Oklahoma City. That would be bad. And the fact that you've just got a place that gets called Tornado Alley and people still live there baffles me.
Go straight.
So you know what, let's just cordon this area off. Let's just say you can travel through it when it's fine, but no living there, okay? You're expected to not be there when the bad weather comes. Nice big open horizon along here. The main bit of the scenery along here is the farms. That was one thing I noticed in Farming Simulator, and I've briefly played that on PlayStation. The North American map, Elm Creek, I think it's called. It's just so unnecessarily big compared to the European map that I started on. First jumped into the one that's like based in France. It feels like it's a much more suitable size. It's just so many tiny fields in the American one, it just seems excessive.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Why can't I just go straight ahead though?
Keep right, and then turn right.
We're almost there already, so I've just
Turn
driven
right.
through a lot of farmland. We're almost there. There's one of the big straight irrigators over there, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe that is another round one. I think that's a straight one. They are on wheels. I kind of feel you may as well just lay tracks with them. Unfortunately, I have to wait for the barrier arms to go up here now. Kind of annoying. There we go. There's also the Joplin tornado in Kansas. The city of Joplin didn't make it into ATS, but it's right next to the city of the southeast of Kansas. There is a sign for Joplin. I passed it. I was wondering about that because there's just a dead-end road that goes nowhere. But there was a sign for Joplin. I had a feeling that because they added in like a truck testing area or something like that. I can't remember where that was, but I thought it might have been there. They also might be intending to add that in as just like a town that you drive through when the next state to the right goes in. I'm not sure which state that would be. My geography is pretty terrible when it comes to the mid area. The middle states all blur together for me.
Turn left.
But it feels like it would be a pretty natural link road to the next state over. So I wonder if that's the idea. And you'll just like drive through the town. It's weird that they've put the dead end road up to the main road at the moment though. Seems they just add that intersection at the point that they add in the connection. It's kind of odd. Those water towers, like the one up ahead, amuse me. Big squat ones. I mean, they make sense, like the ones that are more tall and cylindrical. Surely you want more volume, so having it larger and squatter kind of makes sense. But they do look funny, like some sort of big egg. Some other little tower there as well. Wonder what that's all about. It's just like a little observation tower. That's kind of funny. With Colby written on it. Because of course. Interesting.
Keep right. And then
Well, no
exit right.
viewpoints. No photo ops. At least not right here. Oh, there's one further north. Presumably for that water
Exit
tower,
right.
probably. But nothing immediately around here. So we're just gonna drop the load, I guess. And this should get us to 7 out of 14, which is a
Turn
nice place to be. It's good to get kind of halfway through the event. We have to go back to the Black Sea event before we finish this off, really, because we've got 8 more deliveries to do on that. And it expires earlier. That event finishes at
Keep
like
left and then turn left.
December 19th, I think it is. So 2.5 weeks away.
Turn left.
So we've only got a couple of weekends to be able to do the Black Sea event. We've done the Balkan side of it, we just need to do the Black Sea side of it.
Get ready to turn left.
And I bet at some point there's going to be like a Christmas gifts event that's going to pop up too, right? And that'll probably go for a month or something and finish
Turn
mid-January.
left.
And then the Kansas close-off date is end of January. So we've got until like the 28th of January to do
is where
7
it
more
ends.
deliveries on this. So we're not in a desperate hurry for this. I wanted to get in and start exploring Kansas. But it's not a desperate hurry to finish it off. It's weird that they show the 270 XP, but then don't actually let you see where it would be. Why even put that there? Makes no sense. Joplin specifically stated one of the cities you drive through on Route 66. Ah, okay, interesting. I mean, they do have other parts of Route 66 in the game already, don't they? So that makes sense. Yeah, let's park that in. Normally do that in the cab. It's a little bit more impressive if I do it from inside rather than outside, but just driving straight ahead, really. It's not hugely impressive regardless. There we go. 7.5 grand. Nice. 7 out of 14. Halfway there. Fantastic. So from here, we're going to have to just take a short delivery. I mean, there are not really any short deliveries. That's the annoying thing, is from here we're kind of stranded at the point where anything is going to count. I'm fairly sure. How far is it to Hayes? Okay, well, bad example. 114 miles. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's not so far out of reach. 133. I mean, to get to any depot, it's going to be over 100. So yeah. So whatever. We're just going to have to drive. We're not going to be able to do like Phillipsburg to Hayes, for example. That'll be too short. We're going to have to zigzag our way up. So if we drive up to Phillipsburg perhaps next. I mean, I've got a bit of time on this session, so maybe I should do that now while I'm thinking of it. Maybe we can always look at taking a delivery. Is that Golden Meadows considered Phillipsburg? Because that would be handy. I mean, I don't know how I would tell. Can I get a delivery to Phillipsburg? No. I mean, it's to Phillipsburg, but it's not to the whatchamacallit, that specific place, Golden Meadow or whatever it's called. I almost need to just drive to that place. Yeah, because the Golden Meadows in Colby is in Colby. So that one must be Phillipsburg. Huh. I mean, that would be really handy, because if I got a delivery from there to Hayes, then it would probably be long enough. So I could take a delivery to Phillipsburg, but I think what I'll actually do is just go for a blat. So I've got a little bit of time on this session. So we're going to drive up there, take a look at the photo opportunity. And then we're going to head up to here and see what's what. And see whether or not external contract sphere picks up that place, because that'll be interesting. We won't take any deliveries from there once we get there, so it's not a huge amount of point, but... So we've got a little bit of spare time, so we may as well use it productively, and do a little bit of the bits in between. And it's always fun just to take a drive in just the truck and go speeding.
Turn right.
And see if we can do it without completely obliterating our truck and crashing. That's the other thing, of course. Now, I've got lots to explore still in this city. We're not going to try and do it all now.
Turn right.
That would just be a little bit boring for anyone. We can come back here at any point. We can fast travel. Since we've discovered the town, we can also take quick jobs and such in order to just warp our way to various places.
Go straight. Go straight.
Go straight, go straight, go straight.
Keep right.
Sure.
And then turn right. Turn right.
What's this thing? Oh, it's a depot. Okay, I didn't realize that it was actually a delivery depot. That's kind of boring, but... Well, we've been there now. Kind of disrupted our flow of it unnecessarily. Never mind. So presumably the photo thing is just like the old town or something, which we are not allowed to drive through, which is kind of weird, given that you can in a lot of other places. Or it's that church slash school slash something or other. Let's just go here and see what it shows up as being. What are you? District Court. Okay, well, I don't really get a good view of it. I don't know if there is a different view that would show up. Let's just zoom in so we can at least see the Colby sign as well. There we go. There we go. And that's the district court for the county, apparently. I can't get a much better view of it, I don't think. I guess from down the side road there, maybe there's a different view of it, but I don't know. Seems weird. Let's just zoom. See whether or not we can get to that Golden Meadows. There's a plane flying around. Fun. You have to deal with every duplicate city names problem. I don't think it'll matter, because like they have based on state as well. Like in the job selection, it has the state next to the city anyway. Same as in ETS, there's the country code next to the city, so it doesn't matter. If there were multiple towns or cities with the same name within the same state, that would be a problem, but that's anyone's problem. That's kind of the state's problem. That would just be stupid. Probably happens, but you have to break it up by county or something. Don't care, it isn't fair you can drive on a red line for an infinite amount of time is funny to me. I mean, you can pretty much do that in any vehicle. Like, you can just max it out, and it'll be fine. You're kind of decreasing the lifetime of your components, and you'd probably need to service it more regularly, but You should be alright.
Go straight.
I'm just glad there's no traffic coming the other way. We're getting very fortunate along this stretch. Whee! Okay. I mean, I expected that to take a lot longer, because I didn't think I was going to be able to just max it the whole way, but alright.
Your route guidance
Oh,
is now finished.
hit the invisible wall because I was trying to go wide on the turn. Oops. Alright, well, I guess we can just leave ourselves here, right? We'll just park on the side of the road or something and just save the game, and we should pick up where we left off, right? Yeah, and see whether or not there's any deliveries from here that can go to where I want, which is... I mean, it's a long shot, to say the least, but you never know. For example, if I now go into the job market and look at external contracts, so we have this kind of radius around us, sure enough, here you go, Pittsburgh. Certainly not what we want to do. That's Sacramento. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's not what we want to do. But hey, you know, we have the slight opportunity of going from somewhere. It's interesting actually that discovering... Oh, did we not drive into there quite? Because that should count as discovering Pittsburgh. No, we have driven into there. So that should count as discovering Pittsburgh, if that's where that is. No, not Pittsburgh, Phillipsburg. Too many P-burgs. Like, normally when you have a depot that's based in a town, then it counts that, okay, yeah, you've now discovered this place. But it hasn't. That's interesting. Every time a new state comes out, the residents sweat. It's like, he's coming. I mean, if we don't go from here... Oh, connection is lost? I beg your pardon. I mean, don't even have a contract. Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? What do you do? But yes, those are the contracts, which are patently absurd to go from here. All I want is to go to Hayes. Otherwise, we're just going to have to drive all the way into Phillipsburg, but that's fine. I mean, we can leave that for next time. If that's what we have to do, that's what we do, and that's fine. It does annoy me that I can't select Phillipsburg from the freight market list, even though I've been there in terms of going to a depot, but that's fine.